Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live stream. This time we are returning to our Federation character. Of course, I'll have to remember to switch over to the live screen. I'm not silly enough to forget to do that. Now, where have I put my oh, there it is. I was holding it. I'm not going to say I'm out of it, but I don't handle heat very well. It's been a good 25 degrees, 50, 60 Fahrenheit or whatever. It's been warmer than I'm used to. I call 17 degrees hot, and so it's been 22 to 25 today. So I've been sweating. Why isn't that appearing on a... Oh, we're saying unknown error. The unknown error was on the laptop. Hold on. The live stream apparently seems to not be live on YouTube. What about Twitch? Oh no, it suddenly switched on to being live on YouTube. No idea why that took so long. What it did? Not a whole lot I can do about that when it starts to take a century. I've slightly altered the interface again a little bit, you can see. I've changed the stream boss icon thing to an unpictured one. It just fits better. Now that unpictured one is all there and ready and waiting. Ugh. Also, we now have 301 subscribers, so I am getting towards my appointed goal for this month. First off, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed over the past few weeks. You have increased me from about 291 to about 301. So thank you all very much. Now, moving on, we have the start of the Wasteland missions. I think this was just the Secrets of Nimbus was a person telling me, "We have detected weapons of mass destruction could be in the hands of your enemies. The trail leads to Nimbus 3, and then this is the first mission, and I'll show that when we get there." Hadn't quite taken into account that not all of them will have you completely redo the stuff. Well, looks like I'm still having issues with the stream on that. Let's try on Twitch, see if at least Twitch is working. It seems to have frozen on a single image. Yeah, that seems to be working, so why isn't, sorry about this kerfuffle. Is it having trouble streaming it to YouTube, maybe? His people disappeared. Oh my. Yeah, so it's working on that one. Kind of. So why isn't it... Well, why wasn't it working the other way? Right, let's quickly run and talk to the person who would originally give us the quest. Harris Jones.
Hey there, friend.
He would be here. We would arrive in. We would come in here, and then we would get our first quest, which would be Lost City of Paradise. Funny seeing you folks here. No one seems to bat an eye about our little planet until the Orions got their hands on something nasty. Now, between that and the Romulans, this joint is jumping. You want info? Sure, I'll give you info. The owner of the local bar, a reformed Borg by the name of 2 of 8, has his ear close to the ground. He can tell you more about the Tel Shiar. Just don't tell too many people I told you, alright? I don't see why I can't do that. I'm still backing up trying to get the stream playing. It might be just YouTube. No, it was that page. I've no idea. No idea why it was screwing up so bad. It just was. Yay for YouTube gaming screwing up for a few minutes. Let's also quickly put that on 720p and bring the chat window back up. There we go. I should probably also have a drink of my coffee, which I got before I started this stream, which is probably going cold now, despite how warm it is today. Nope. It's still very, very warm. So Mr. Horace wants us to run in here and speak to the liberated Borg. That's my bank, and I'm going to put that in my inventory. Then move the ones I've got from my inventory into that, like that. Anything else in my inventory? Yes, there's that in my inventory, and that, and that. Stuff you get from the P vs P type reputation. The competitive war games. You can have things like auto res and stuff from them, which is pretty cool, I will admit. I'm not talking to you, dance coordinator. Man, 2 of 8.
Either buy a drink or move along.
Fowler on weapons. Where can I find them? I'll tell you what I told the others. The fella on triggers can be found outside of town. That's where the Orions do their trading. We don't have many rules here, but that's one we all follow. Keep trouble outside the walls. Anyone looking for trouble winds up out there eventually, one way or another. Other people have been looking for them? Coffee. people have disappeared in the night. Oh, I best put that back on. That was like half leaning off the table. Yes, people have disappeared in the night. Other people go looking for them and don't come back. Okay, but know anything else?
You need information?
What is the liberated Borg doing out here? Minding his own business. I suggest you do the same. Fine, what can you tell me about Falaron Triggers? I'll start in the desert then. It's another Littica hologram. My people are spontaneously going to appear in front of me again, look. And stomp. Well, I didn't actually kill the Northern warrior, but so got the wrong mission as my main. A lot of these have come up because of the reputation missions I've done. So as you go through the specific reputation stuff, you'll unlock extra parts. So like I'll go through, let's see, or rather let's say, you'll go through the new Romulus missions, and then you'll earn the points you get from doing the Romulus missions to increase your Romulus like reputation stuff. And at like level 1 and level 2, you'll get, well, missions which will show you a little bit of the background and the special stuff, which are pretty cool and interesting to know. Because of the event from earlier in the month, I had like 120 points on each of the different reputation parts, so I was able to upgrade some of them, even though I haven't actually done any of the missions for them yet. If this rainbow looking weapon is one I got from one of the reputation rewards. Most of my equipment I'm going to be getting for the foreseeable future will be of those. But I may look into seeing if I could maybe get some prolonged use, well, weapons. In fact, I think you can see what I mean here. No, get them from the reputation store. The right reputation stuff, the events. Because he had like weekend events and stuff, and I missed them. But one of the weekend events are prolonged engagement phaser arrays and dual cannons and stuff. I don't know if these are the only ones you can get, like phaser array and dual cannons. Because I prefer to have dual heavy cannons, but yeah. But the effects I have are pretty awesome. It applies 1 stack of amplified relays. Per stack, this weapon deals 1% increased damage. With 5 stacks of amplified relays, get 20% firing cycle haste. This weapon for 8 seconds. So, if you were using them with, say, cannon rapid fire, then you could very quickly increase the amount of damage you're doing and the rate that your weapons are firing, and you could eat through people quite quickly, I would assume. Right now, my current ship, it's heading for a Tetrion build at the moment. Not through particular choice, it's just what I got out of some of the packs. Still got one phaser beam array, but yes. You got these refracting, which 2.5% chance Tetrion damage to the nearest enemy target. So you'll hit the enemy target, And then there's a 2.5% chance that you'll also hit people close to it. There's one there, resonating, a 5% chance to do damage to all shields rather than just 2.5%. So there'll be a very good shield stripping setup if you were to equip all of those ones, and these will be a good, like, crowd control ones if it'll proc a lot. And 2.5% might not seem a lot, but it does soon pick up. With 2.5%, that's bound to proc a few times. Slightly missed there. As soon as there we go. No. Can I not? Oh, I've already done all of them. Let's just get the fella on weapons. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I have a feeling I'm not. Could be Fola on weapons, or could be Falaron. Could be phallic weapons for all I know. Let's collect the phallic weapon. Just one more, which is right over there. It seems clear that 2 of 8 sent us out here hoping we would be wounded or killed, like the others. We have to confront him about the weapons. Now, you could run all the way back, or you could get... Well, I suppose I'm not far enough away. You could get cheeky and teleport back. Someone's named one of their characters Tilk. Oh, that is awesome. We've even got Tilk holding a staff, that's awesome. Let's go to 2 of 8. If you don't know where that's from, shame on you. It's from Stargate SG-1. I apologize for this deception, Admiral. Obviously, it was an error to mislead you. Do not mistake my actions to be hateful. I bear no ill will towards you. Besides, the Tacturn X-Borg bit almost always works. I cannot be seen to be aiding you. The Orion Syndicate would kill me if they knew. However, if you have the resources to survive in the desert, then you might have a chance against the Syndicate. Okay, then where are the Falaron triggers? I can only confirm that the Falaron triggers are in the possession of the Orion Syndicate. I cannot say any more than that. Call it a leftover default of cowardice. Or perhaps a strong sense of self-preservation. There is only one man in this town who would be willing to help you, and that is a man who called himself Law. He also, ironically, has long arms. He does not come out of his home nearby, but I will tell you a way to signal him. If he wants to talk to you, he will. Then I'll speak with this Law. Tell me how. So I have coordinates to go and do something. Let's just say he's told me to go to this place and use this passcode or this signal.
Not everyone can stand up to the Syndicate.
What is it? Oh, you're not from around here, are you? Who told you about this signal? Are you here just to annoy me? If you know the signal, then you know I used to be a peacekeeper around here. Well, I'm not signing back up for it. Not after what the Syndicate did to me. Leave me alone. What are the peacekeepers? Peacekeepers? Ha! That was a novel idea. We were supposed to be the law around here. Most people took it as a joke, but I took it seriously. The Orion Syndicate didn't like that. They dragged me away in front of everyone in the town and, well, I won't go into what Hassan and his crew did to me. All you need to know is that I learned why you don't cross the Syndicate. Well, I'm trying to find information on Falaron triggers. I was told you could help. Falaron triggers? Why should I help you with that? The Orion Syndicate will kill me if I tell you anything. You should have tried coming here about 2 years ago. The old me would have helped you in a hurry. Still, you look like you've survived the desert, so you must be strong. Can you guarantee that I'll be safe if I help you? Well, you could always have a place on my crew. Always got duty officer slots. Sorry, I'm trying to drink my coffee. Well, I suppose, since you've got yourself a fancy starship and all. Hopefully, I didn't actually expect that. I was only joking about my starship. Maybe you might be able to make a stand against these people. I still have my doubts, especially with all the extra muscle the Syndicate has now. They're even getting help from the Tal Shah. The Syndicate is using Nausicaan pirates and Gorn as their thugs. They used to meet in ruins nearby to discuss details, make secret deals, and basically plan how to make our lives miserable. That all stopped when sandworms decided to make that place their home. I'm sure there's still some data there. You'll be fine. You'll be able to find information in the ruins, either in the old consoles or in the belly of a sandworm. Now, get out of here before anyone sees you talking to me. Fine, I'll go to the ruins then. Drink me glass of me coffee. I sense a distinct lack of music. Whee! Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's just say that my people, they disperse into the crowd when we're in the city. Now that I've drunk that warm, hot coffee, I'm sweating again. I'd only just started to cool down. Whee! Kill the worm. Don't you love the animations when they go a bit wacky? Oh, he was already dead. There can appear a very, very big try and lock onto anything. Queen, which will appear there. You kill that, you'll get an accolade and some dilithium. Disruptor Demolisher. Is this a disruptor weapon? I just thought it was better than what I had equipped before and equipped it. Let's actually have a look at that. I'm curious. No. They're both anti-protons. So why was I doing Kyle player? So I'm not the only one who live streams Stowe. No. You're not the only one. I've live streamed it quite a bit over the last week or so. There's also the Raging Bearded Moon who streams it, though he's mostly on Twitch. I'll stream this in a semi-RP fashion. I'll read out the story elements and stuff. This is what this particular stream is all about. I usually stream for most of the day on Friday with Raging Bearded Moon, and we just play the game that way. So, Kyle player, to state my interest, what do you stream it on? PC, Xbox, or PS4? And what do you stream it as? A tactical, a science, or an engineer? As you can probably tell by my great blue stripe on the top of my uniform, this is a science officer. Though I do have one of each character, and I'm working on a second of each character as well. I also stream a Klingon as well, and I may start a Romulan. Yeah, this is a Radiant anti-proton. I have a Radiant anti-proton split beam and a Temporal Defense chronoton split beam. PSN is Kyle Player 1985. Huh, same year I was born. Now there is one final very, very important question, Kyle. Are you part of any fleets? Would you like to join mine? There's only like 2, possibly 3 of us at the moment, but we're all active. You're currently on a PS4 Pro, getting another Xbox One, this time Xbox One X, getting a Samsung Q9 FN flagship 4K HDR TV. I would love all of those, but I have no money. I mean, I've got an Xbox and a PS4, but both of them are basic models. Oh, I've got all of the stuff, so let's actually use this transporter pad. Or not, because I haven't unlocked any of the other ones. Let's do it the slow way. You're already a part of a fleet for the free tours. That's a shame. Gotta rebuild your PC too. Now, if I can build a big enough viewer base and yeah, if I can build a big enough viewer base and we can get some community going, we can maybe build the fleet and get it big and powerful and communal. The access code has a key that includes a mathematical flaw. If you can set the first two digits to add up to the third digit, the second and third to add up to the fourth, it should be able to trip the algorithm. So change the first number to 10 and the second number to 15. I'll talk to Horace to find out more about the mysterious message. Hi, well, you're alive. Look, how was I supposed to know you were different from the others? I swear, I'll tell you everything you need to know. After all, you might just have the power to stick it to those in the Orion Syndicate. That thing about the blind man? Well, yeah. I might have some way of helping you find out more about that. Just don't leave me now. Alright? People have started to notice me helping you. I don't want to think what will happen if you leave. By the way, there was someone here looking for you. Said they were sent here on a previous mission. But now they're looking to join up with your crew. Really? Fleet personnel, common quality duty officer. Yeah, it's nice. A nice way to get duty officers. Even if they're just plain basic ones. And let's destroy them triples because they've probably eaten... Oh no, they haven't eaten my rare stuff. Free tunes are part of the Freezer Force. You want to make your own fleet once Victory of Life expansion drops. We're running PC, you have a GTX 1050 already and a Dell. That's a lot of stuff. I've fairly recently, it's 2 years ago, got a new PC, but I had no more money to fit a graphics card with it. So I connect it to the desert from there. So I got a decent PC, just missing a graphics card. Blind men tell old tales. This blind man must be some sort of mole for the Orion Syndicate. The guys who have those triggers you're looking for now? I don't know who this guy is, but someone in town must know. The only way you're going to convince folk to help you? Find this guy. If you show that you're not only strong enough to fight the Syndicate, but that you've got the gumption to defend us from them. Show some muscle around here and would be a great first step. You do that, and I bet someone will step forward and tell you who the mole is and where you can find your triggers. And I read that out really, really badly. Again, let's mark that as primary. We can go in either I3 or an I5. Well, if you can afford to go I5, then go I5, but if you can't... I suppose it would also be how well it would fit with your system. Would it cause overheat problems? Even if I were to put a couple of £100 graphics card in my system, it wouldn't make it top of the line. Now, Kyle, you're just making me jealous. Does look like it would be a good system. What are you thinking of for RAM, or have you already got your cards? Well, best wishes you managed to set up your dream setup. And buy a round of drinks. A round for the bar. A round for the whole bar? Well, that's a mighty fine gesture. Tell your patrons I'll be standing up to the syndicate. Now let's go back to our little console and have another chat with Law. DDR4 2666 megahertz 0x from Kingston. Oh, I clicked when I wanted to read it out. Folks around town are starting to talk about you, Admiral. They think you're really here to turn things around, to help fight the Orion Syndicate. You're looking for the blind man, the informant from the Syndicate. Well, you've found him. I've been giving Hassan information for years, ever since that night in the desert. Now, I don't expect you to like me very much, or even trust me, but I can still give you the information you need. I know how to get to Hassan's stronghold. There's only one place the triggers could be, if he hasn't sold them yet, of course. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? I didn't know if you were actually going to help. Sure, you were strong enough to survive in the desert, but strength doesn't mean you're willing to get involved. What if you just simply bought the triggers from the Orions? Then you'd leave, and I'd be dead. I didn't know if you could be trusted. I didn't know if you had our best interests at heart. I'm a member of Starfleet who would have stood against the Orions no matter what. You say that, but I've seen other members of Starfleet turn a blind eye. Why do you think Paradise has been the way it has for so long? We've been hurt too many times by officials claiming to be here to clean up the system, only to watch them mysteriously fly off without another word. That's what happened last time. I helped a Starfleet officer who promised to stop the Orion Syndicate, but it was all a lie. He left after the Orions paid him off, and then I was nearly killed for helping him. That is when I became their insider. Well, tell me the officer's name, and I'll make a full report about their actions. You will? He was a human named Captain Harvson. I don't know where he would be now. Well, why did you betray your people to the Orion Syndicate? It was the only way to survive. There was a time when I wanted to bring law to this place. I fled here after the destruction of Romulus. I saw what I considered lesser species trying to govern themselves. I took it upon myself to be a peacekeeper, but in my time of need, when the Orion Syndicate came for me, no one tried to help me. No one. I was dragged through the streets of this town and all they did was watch. That was when I gave up hope of anyone standing up to the Orion Syndicate. Until now. Alright, I see. Tell me about the stronghold. Hassan is in a downed ship in the mountains to the east, but his stronghold is extremely well guarded. Pirates hired by the Orions guard the mountain pass, while the Nausicans keep guard over the prison area. Please, Admiral, if you're going up there, rescue the prisoners. They're poor souls from this town who the Orions decided to take, either for the slave trade or just for the pleasure of torture. You'll have to fight your way through the mountains, but you will eventually reach their stronghold and the triggers. Good luck. I'd say people in this town are rooting for you, just not very loudly. That is a big case. I mean, the one I've got is a bit on the small side, so I've got to be careful about the graphics card I'll end up eventually buying for it, or just use this as a streaming machine like I am now, and if I manage to get the money together, just start on a completely new system for gaming, which frankly I'm probably going to need. Oh, hail Captain Harvison. Always be on the lookout, Admiral. There are plenty of dangers out there in the galaxy. It's good to see you. Thank you for contacting me, Admiral. As you are doubtlessly aware, the neutral zone is where a lot of other conflicts between Starfleet and the Klingon Defense Force happens. I recently came onto some interesting intelligence and passed it to command, and passed it along to Subcommander Nadal. I'm sure she'll be in touch with further instructions shortly. So tell me, Captain, tell me about the events on Nimbus 3.
That was a long time ago.
I know what you did on Nimbus 3, Captain. Law told you. I expected he would, eventually. Part of me was terrified that you would find out, and the rest of me wanted you to know. Yes, I took a bribe from the Syndicate. You have to understand that it was a long time ago. I was a lieutenant, green out of the academy, and all I had on Nimbus was myself and a small team. We thought this was the best option. This way, the Orions handed over their contraband and a healthy payment besides. I thought hurting them financially would help more than me dying in the sand. Well, why haven't you gone back to help them yourself? I couldn't face going down there. You're making your mark, Admiral. Great things are expected of you. And I know you could finish the mission I couldn't. The people down there need someone who can help them, not rule them or use them. I knew that you'd try to find the triggers, but that you'd also try to help that town. I know I have no reason to expect mercy from you, but could we keep this between us? Everyone makes mistakes, and I'm working hard to fix mine. Nothing like this has happened since then, and I promise it will never happen again. I'll let it slide this time, just don't let it happen again, or I'll come after you myself. Thank you, Admiral. You won't regret this, I promise. I've learned a lot since then. I know I've made mistakes, but I'm doing my best to make up for them. And I live up to the standards of Starfleet. You should make your way to that stronghold now. Good luck. Harvison out. Let's take part in this little battle and shoot these guys dead. Was that stuff? No, wait, that's not the Starfleet way. Five surround and one subwoofer and two ceiling mounted speakers. That'd be a great setup if my room was, well, soundproofed, but as it is, I think I'm probably going to stick with headsets. You've got the money to set up a setup like that, though. It is something you'd like to have. It appears the stronghold is well guarded, sir. We'll be ready. Yes, we will be ready. It ought to help that there are other people here doing all the work for me. That always helps. There. That must be the prison. Let's go help those poor souls. I'm sure they won't see me coming. It's not like I'm glowing blue. My Tricor is picking up a makeshift prison nearby, sir. Yeah, we kind of already saw it. I had a much better view of it as well. I wonder if there's people who have been missing. I would expect they are. Well, back to town you go, fellas. I'm curious, Carl, what ships are you flying with your Fortunes? If only this weapon fired that fast normally. It wasn't just glitching out. With this officer I'm flying that big bulky monstrosity, and with my other science I'm flying the opposite ship you get. On my tactical officer I'm flying a Mirror Universe Patrol Escort, or Advanced Escort or whatever. The Mirror Universe ship which looks like the Prometheus class. I'm the engineer, the only character where I've got tier 6 ship. I'm flying a temporal cruiser. Stacked with Kelvin timeline phases. It's a bit of a beamboat. Always have an out. I still got, no, I don't think I have. Also no longer playing with anyone, so I might as well put that back on, and there we go. Well, that was perfect time for them to drop in. I'll be working on farming the Zen needed for getting my other characters. A T6 ship. But that the event's on, and I'm getting lots and lots of the Phoenix upgrade packs. Ready for when I get the endgame weapons and equipment I'm going to be using. Getting them up to tier 14, I think. Tier 14 in Epic. Got like 130 of them at the moment, ready and waiting to go. You were shooting at nothing. Thought it was one of my characters, but no, it wasn't. Spread out, no one gets through the stronghold. Oh, I'm sure they will. You can run, but you can't hide. And what good's a tactical armor kit gonna do to me? I'm not a tactical officer. Damn. There's one more. Why would you jump down there? All I wanted to do was kill one person. Ha. Madron, yes, I've come across him. I don't think in story-wise yet, but I have come across him. He's got an incredibly wide face for a Ferengi. I could run around this area and get all the accolades, but for like the locations, but I can't be asked. And you have 2 tactical, 1 science, and 1 engineer. Science and engineer are TOS temporal agents. I only want the temporal agent mega bundle. I would love it if they would reapply the temporal agent events. Because I want to be able to do the temporal agent probe missions and stuff. Because you get some really good bonuses. Some account-wide bonds as well. But unfortunately, I completely missed when the Agents of Yesterday first became live on PS4, so I haven't got one. I do on PC, but without a graphics card, my PC can't really run the console. Can't really run Star Trek Online very well. Can in space, it's fine, but it's when we get to ground where it doesn't handle things very well. Sure, I could probably buy a fairly cheap graphics card and just throw that in, and it'd like increase my PC's performance like tenfold. But I'm too lazy. It's either a good £120, £150 graphics card, or none at all. Because that money could be better used buying games that I can play and stream for people. 1300 Zen for that, 13,000 Zen for that beauty. Yeah, I know. That might be the kind of thing to put as a stream goal for the the donation goal and stuff. Enough money to buy the Zen for the stuff. Oh, was he hailing me? Go ahead. Admiral, I just wanted to thank you for your support. I promise that you will not regret this. I'm working on a possible lead against the Orion Syndicate back in the Alpha Quadrant. I didn't ask as a Starfleet officer should before. Act. And I will be taking steps to correct my mistake. You can bet that I won't rest until the Orion's taken down. That much, I can promise you. Very good, Captain.
Hey there, friend.
Blind men tell no tales.
If you need it,
If you need it. Well, I do need it, but also don't. Get a GTX 1050 or a 1050 Ti. Yeah, they're not all that expensive. Well, there weren't until the cryptocurrency miners started buying them all up. No, I haven't checked recently. Maybe the prices have gone down. Either way, the system I'm using at the moment, it's more going the Radeon route than the ATI. Than NVIDIA, rather. I recommend we start asking some questions. One of these people has to know where Hassan is. I think now my niece is here and she's making a little racket in the other room. It's kind of distracting. Under our American party, quite a little disturbance that you caused. I'm not impressed. Want us to cause a disturbance in here? Not particularly. Too messy. Besides, the boss said not to kill you. Go on in and try not to break anything. Oh, I'm sure we'll break things. Huh. Blood sports. I love this place. The fighting, the drinks, the dancers. Oh, the dancers. No green woman, though. My Hessen's got an issue with Orion females telling him what to do. So he keeps them out of here. He only takes orders from Melanie Diane herself. Though, really sweet little setup, though. Makes me want one like it. Who does the fighting here? Hessen has a handful of champions and a bunch of people who owe him money. Most of the time, the fights are good. Though once in a while, he gets someone who can't fight back. That gets messy. Do you know how I can get a word with Hassan? Well, one of the guards by the cells is chatty. Talk to them. Graphic card prices for the most part have stabilised. Good to know. I'll have a look. I'll have fun. I won't have any money to actually buy one, but it'd be nice to know that they've gone down again. Or at least stabilised and stop going higher. Care to make a friendly wager on the next fight? Who are you wagering on? Whoever ends up in the arena next. No thanks, I'm looking for information. Do you know how I can speak with Hassan? And I accidentally double clicked again. Damn you, controller. Yeah, my PS4 controller seems to do that. It only does it in this game though. Every other game I play, my controllers, it doesn't double click or anything like that. It's just Star Trek Online. Don't know why. Dr. Jensen. Oh, I heard someone like you might be dropping in. What do you mean? Eyes, ears, whispers, word gets around. I assume you want to talk to the big guy. Well, I do need information about follow-on triggers. Hassan's not dumb. You shot your way in here. Did you think we didn't notice? He already knows who you are and what you want. And you're still breathing. That means he wants something from you. Now, if you still want to talk to him, check the VIP area. He's usually there before the fight. Watch your back before you find a knife in it. It smells like a trap. We should find Hassan and get out while we still can. It's always a trap. Every single time, it's always a trap. Well, it's over there. Let's scan this gas first. You found a 1050 Ti Rockstrix Dual for $219 and 1060 VS. Yeah, keep in mind Dual Edition has 2 cooling fans, so that's going to be a fairly big card. Of course, $219 is about $219 above my budget at the moment. I'm currently making 0 income.
You want anything on Nimbus? You come to me.
And what little income I do goes towards bills and stuff, hence the name under my donations. So you found your way here. I'm Hassan, and I run this planet. And you're the one who's been causing me trouble. Don't worry, I like trouble. Keeps things interesting. Now what do you want? Well, you're selling Falaron triggers. I want them. Sorry, but that deal has been done. I no longer have the triggers in my possession. And before you ask, I don't normally reveal information about my clients. Privacy is part of the service. Are you going to tell me who has them? I might. This deal was a little different. The boy wasn't one of my normal clients. And Falaron triggers are very dangerous. Not the sort of thing I'd like to deal in. But the last in them was too tempting to ignore. Maybe we could come to some sort of arrangement. Nothing's free in this world, Admiral. You do something useful for me, and I'll tell you what you want to know. What do you mean, useful? We've been transported into the arena. Get ready, sir. I think we're the next event. Well, that lady did say she was gonna...
The Master of Hounds! Can he bring our new fighter to heel?
That tiger lady did say she was gonna bet on the next contestant, which is me. So she's made a very good bet.
From the subtropical savannah of Nerl, can the Mugatu make our fighters sweat?
Nope, probably not. Can't you see? I don't sweat. I secrete my excess heat through vents on the back of my neck. Steam. Yes, you heard it here. Littica is steam powered. ROG's Republic of Gamers, it's Asus's flagship lineup for graphics cards.
Fierce beast is from the frontier of Dewa 3. Let's see if it puts our fighters in a pinch.
Well, it is a nice drop in price, especially for one which has a better cooling profile. Although I may have to up my power core if I'm going to go with ATI. I mean, NVIDIA. I want one of them things as a pet. Imagine a mini one of them rolling around on riding around on your shoulder.
The match is almost a foregone conclusion. I give you the crew of the Snapdragon!
Well, if you're a dragon, all I can say is fuss road down, motherfucker. Ow. I hate that move. If it wasn't hit seeking, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's just let's throw a rock that would hit them no matter what they do. It even goes through walls. Oh my god, you got in the way of my career. Yeah, he's dead now, everybody. Sick Captain Fang. He moves quite quick.
Sometimes you need to take matters into your own hands.
Now you die.
Now you die.
No, I really don't. Holy crap, I almost did. Yeah, don't have much in the way of defense. My character is set up for healing and weapon damage. Yeah, I don't know if you've done it, Kyle, but healing on PS4 and I suppose Xbox as well sucks. Because you try and lock onto your friends to heal them, and then out of nowhere, because you can't change the settings that you can on PC, you'll automatically change to an enemy which is attacking you, or which is just in range. So most of the time, you'll click on a friend to heal him, and then as you press the button, it's already locked onto an enemy, so you end up healing yourself and your friend dies. Sucks. And what makes it so frustrating is that the options that fix that are already in the game. They've just been locked away. You can't access them on PS4 and like consoles, but you can on PC. That bogs me. One could almost sounds like he's in love with himself, doesn't he? Narcissistic and totally mental. Did I just genuinely get stuck on a chair? My work here is nearly done. Every time I shoot this weapon, I always want to say, taste the rainbow. I'm stuck. We're gonna have to buy another stack of shield charges at this rate. My shields go down so quickly, and you stop bloody running away. There we go. And another tactical kit. Anyone would think I was a tactical officer. You have 100% mission arc completion in Star Trek Online and got that trophy too. And your primary character, your buffs have excellent protection. All very rare buffs and some very advanced fleet armor. And shields, others have missions and reputation sets. I'll be working my way towards that. I'll get the right thing in a minute. But my bridge officers are all very rare. About the first thing I did. Oh, it was a Mach 13 one which dropped. Of course, completely useless to me. Salvage them. I could put them on the market, but I can't be asked. I might be able to equip these to my characters though. I'll work about getting better ones for them later. Protected, that bloody protected status. Oh, stasis field. I've still got plenty of shield charges. No, not discard. Salvage. Salvage. Lots of salvage. For when I finally decide what I'm gonna try and set my weapons up. Your taste of the rainbow made me laugh. Temporal defense weaponry is using temporal defense as. I'm gonna have to get a ship now which fires that type weapon and just call it the Taste of the Rainbow. Sir, we've downloaded We've downloaded Hassan's database. Not only do we have a full account of his weapons deals and the latinum he's been embezzling from the Syndicate. Oh, he's been embezzling latinum from the Syndicate, that's not very good. There are records here of prisoners and abductees being delivered to a Telshar contact he calls One Eye. We need to find Hassan and stop him. He knows more about the Telshar than he's letting on. Beam out.
I might be
willing to make a deal?
Enough! I have tolerated Romulans, lowlifes, and scum for too long. Nimbus is a syndicate world, and that is who will remain. Everyone else should run while you can. I'm cleaning house. Admiral, there's no way we can take on Hassan's fleet alone. Wanna bet? And there are no other ships in range to support us. There are the pirate vessels, however, and the raiders who use Nimbus as a way station have as much to lose as we do. If we can rally them to our side, we might be able to stop Hassan and get the information we need. Did I just look up and see a whole list of criticals there? Oh, get the gas first. You probably see at the top there, it said, ha ha ha, awesome names. I don't know if you were here for that, but there was a person who called themselves O'Neill and had the entire cast of Stargate SG-1 as their people. I found it quite amusing. I've actually forgot what abilities I've got on this particular ship. I've been grinding my tactical officer, and I know I've got tractor repulsors on that one. Our flow regulators are offline. We require assistance.
Thank you. You don't know how helpful you've been.
I do, because I know the plot line, but I'm not going to spoil it. I was originally thinking about making this ship a crypt beam boat with a single torpedo at the front, but then I remembered about that skill, probability manipulation, which for a short time sets your crit rate to 50%. So I may put it all to crit severity instead. So I think if I could stack crit severity quite high, pop that, and then really do a lot of damage. Your shields, give them to me. Well, I was going to use my quantum torpedoes with the back spread, but never mind. It was unnecessary. I love that ability. Gravity wells everywhere. You get taste the rainbow, taste the gravity. Gravity. Well, the feeling's gone and you can't go on. It's gravity. Where the fuck's that from? An old song, I think. I'm not sure if it was gravity. That should do it. We have enough ships and yeah, we have enough ships, but I'm not going to stop yet. Hello Elliot, welcome to the stream, and yes, I've heard there's been some crazy shit happening in Russia. Some crazy shit happening all over the world, really. Running a T5 upgraded Fleet Tavaro White Warbird. That's probably not a good idea, Elliot. No, in fact, scratch that, that's definitely not a good idea. Well, I think on the positive side there, Elliot, if you're losing your mind, you haven't yet lost it.
You want anything on Nimbus? You come to me.
How about Nimbus itself? Now, when I was playing this with 11111111111. Now, when I was playing this with Moon, I can't remember if we killed him or left him to live. So, damn it. think I captured him alive. This isn't what I would normally do, but I want to check if I get a thingy for doing this. That's a strong. Oh, I've got more power to my thing. Yeah, that is a strong fighter. The Undying. So it looks like you don't get an accolade for killing him. The Undying. 2 good things came out of this, Admiral. Hassan's not in a position to harm anyone else. We have his database. You're responsible for both of those things, and that's very commendable. Fortunately, we didn't achieve all of our goals. The fellow on triggers are nowhere to be found. The sensor readings your science officer took could mean that they're in the hands of the Remans by now. What they'll do with them is we can only speculate.
If you need it, I've got it.
No, do you? If we need it, he's apparently got it. Change me phaser away over to this Mark 10 plasma. Not ideal, but it'll do. Not doing office missions. A Fistful of Gorn. Detective. When you first beamed down here, I wasn't so sure about you. But after what you did to Hassan, well, you have some skills. So, some Riemann escaped with the triggers. Tough break. I bet he's out of the sector by now. But if there's one man in this rock who'd know where to go next, it's Law. He can help you bring an end to all of this. Then we can all celebrate with some drinks at the bar. Well, we could, but I'm not much of a drinker. I have a special gallbladder thing which doesn't handle alcohol very well. Tiny little sip and I'm literally hanging from the ceiling, singing Who's Got a Spiky Head while tasting the rainbow. Have you ever gotten the Tech 2 Cruiser refit? It has a really nice console, ionized gas sensor. Yeah, the one which hunts down cloaked ships. But basically the one from the Star Trek movie. Which one was it? 5? Either way, the one where the user in the movie, the Klingons have developed a ship which can fire while cloaked, and to track it down, Bones he performs surgery on a torpedo with the help of a certain other person, and when they fire it, it goes beep, 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 beep. Boom! It tracks him down, and you have an awesome part where her Karasula goes, lock onto that explosion and fire. You may think, yeah, I like that particular movie. Especially useful when something besides a cloak, because it will still follow them. It's basically the same torpedo that was fired by the Enterprise. Yep, like I just mentioned. I personally really like the console you get from I think the Tier 2 tactical ship, the Akira class refit. Can't remember what it's called. It's a point defense system, and it mounts pretty much anything in the early game. It's only got like a 4K range, but it does. It takes shields, hull, especially fighters, and their mines and stuff down really quickly. Anyway, you find a note written by Law. To Littica, Marek. The Gorn that serve Hassan have taken notice of you. With Hassan out of the picture, they're making a move to show their strength. They're sending a man to kill you, but I decided to take him myself. I need to do this. I've lived the life of a coward, not the life of a Romulan. The Gorn will most likely kill me, but at least I will die taking a stand, and a stand that I ran away from 2 years ago. I hope that you're the person you seem to be. If you are, we'll continue to help the people here, even after I'm gone. Law. It was a shootout. Who won? Oh, it was Law. What are you gonna do? Oh, isn't this embarrassing? I leave a death note behind and you find me alive. Guess the situation isn't as bleak as I thought it was. You've got that look about you, though. One that says you need information. Well, what can I do for you? We'll explain the situation with the Tal Shiar. If they're anywhere on Nimbus, they're probably using the satellite station to the south. Hassan used them to stay in contact with the Orion Syndicate, without the risk of anyone intercepting his transmission. I think that's how he coordinated his last attack. The Tal Shiar could probably be doing the same thing. But that area is the territory of a pack of Gorn separatists, and they don't like anyone who's not a lizard. That will make it harder, but not impossible. Your best bet is to go to the canyon, disable the exterior satellite cable, gather the satellite codes from the Gorn, and then hack the main satellite. That will cut the Tal Shiar and Nimbus off from their support. The canyon entrance has a giant rock arch over it. There are a couple of paths down from the upper rim to the bottom. In the meantime, I'm going to take stock of what I have here for some plans of my own. Elliot, I genuinely don't know if you're being melodramatic or you're serious. I really hope you're being melodramatic. Okay. It was Mortal Kombat. Should also probably either put that mission on primary, as I keep forgetting to do. Did I make it primary then? Yeah, I did. Oh, that's the arch. Oh, it's getting warm in here. In fact, let's get my phone out and take a gander at what the current temperature is, because I'm curious. It is 17 degrees Celsius, which is, if my big fat fingers wouldn't click, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's like, ooh, a good couple of degrees higher than what I'm comfortable with. By a couple, I mean a good 3 or 4. Now, Kyle, if you're still there, I'm curious. Have you subscribed, or have you subscribed before? Because I don't know if my stuff are actually like working properly. Because for a short amount of time, my subscriber goal was updating itself, and then I got a couple of subscribers while I weren't streaming, and I had to update it myself. And I'm not sure if it's actually working and updating itself or not. It's weird. You never know if it's actually working properly or not. You did subscribe. So I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna. Don't have to, but I'm gonna quickly check. Opening new tab. I'll check to see if I now have 302 subs or 301. If I've got 302, it means for some reason OBS is not, well, Streamlabs is not auto-updating again, which I have a feeling it might not be. So let's have a quick gander. Yeah, 302. It's not updating again. Booga. For some reason it's just not auto-updating. But for a time, I should have my health should be down to 300 now. Then if you upped it, I really don't know why it's not doing it properly. Let me just quickly try something. Yeah, I know I'm messing around here when I should probably be doing something else, but properties, refresh cache. Looks like 301. And of course I forgot you have to press that in its thingy. For a time, some of the stuff weren't actually working, and I had to do it this way. That's just being a biatch. Okay, fine. I do have Razor running in the background, so maybe that's shut a program down which works on it or something. It's hit or miss whether the auto updating stuff will work or not, and it annoys me quite a lot. Anyway, yeah, it could be. Admiral, the Gorn systems have additional protection from an encrypted lockout code. I could try to bypass it, but we run a risk of sending the systems into high alert. We might need to try a direct approach, and we manually sever some of the cables. That will give us time to work on the bypass without setting off the alarm of the system alert. To give us a better chance of success, we would need to recover a security code from the Gorn in the canyon. I very well let's get moving. I suppose one way you try and see if it's working is maybe I think in the description there's a link to my Twitch account. Maybe follow there and see if that counts, because I can usually tell if someone's subbed by my character's health going down. Yes. Or like I said before, it could just be Streamlabs just not connecting properly to the channel. And the channel not updating immediately. YouTube has been complete crap the last, well, 6 years for that. Change after a change after a change, breaking stuff. Also, if you do jump onto my Twitch account, feel free to pet my pet. Let him grow big and strong. Did that thing melee hit me and I used a shield charge? Pretty sure melee goes straight through your shields and does health damage. You've managed to access the main data for the satellite control. You can take control of the frequency through here once you break the security lockout. It would appear that the code is set up so that the numbers are double the value of the number above them. So the first number will be 5, naturally, and the second number, well, the third number will be 20. Yay! Why can't all the stuff they do on that be so easy? And hello, Tom H. Welcome to the stream. How are you this fine evening? Or midday if you're in America, I think? Not entirely sure. It is like 9:45 over here. In a surprisingly warm UK. I'm very glad I've got a fan, even if I haven't got it turned on very high. You're in Germany pretty much the same time there. I think you're ahead by an hour, I think. Or behind, I don't know. Another tribble. Get it out of my inventory before it eats all of my stuff. They breed like tribbles. What does biofilter sweep actually do? Damage resistance and shield regen and shield resistance. A good defense buff then. The satellite belongs to the Talshia. Slightly out of range. Kyle is in the US, Utah, 2:46 p.m. here. So about the Phoenix, yeah, the Phoenix loot event is an awesome event. Of course, if I knew we were going to have that event beforehand, I'd have saved like the 500,000 dilithium that I'd been putting into energy credit, not into Zen, or exchanged all of my Zen for dilithium before the event. I've opened about 60 of the loot chest things, and I've had nothing above very rare. I've had no ships, I haven't been that lucky. Come on, bring out your commander. I want, I think I actually get an accolade as well for killing the commander. Oh, the defender is there. God, don't you love it when it glitches out and it just looks like your rifle turned into a machine gun? There, my Gatling machine gun. There we go. Free satellite coverage for all. You recognise them way too late and got like 10. May interest you to know if once you've got the stuff you want from the higher tiers, if you haven't got like the ultra rare and epic rewards from them, getting the breaking them all down into uncommon and then scrolling down to the bottom and buying the Phoenix upgrade things is probably a very good idea, because then you can use them to upgrade your items to very rare and then epic and Mark 14s, which I'm going to be doing when I've found the specific set I want. Personal reward law. I already have a... I could get that, but that's a personal reward law. Sure, it's blue rather than rather than the purple, but it's still a new, decent duty officer. I now have law twice. I have the long hands of the law. What's this? This is a satellite code. Let's get rid of that. Break yous down. Same for you. Completely wrong class. I've got you again. And the rest of you with your things. I don't really need you. So let's get rid of them. I really should give them small ones to my bridge officers, but I'm too lazy. No, not beam to city. I don't want to beam to city. That could have been unlucky. Yeah, you accidentally upgraded on normal battle left to legendary. Feel kind of noobish now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Tom. Don't worry about it at all. No, I don't have any of them in my inventory. But the best thing about them, and I'm going to be sad when the event is over because I can't get any more, is that they don't cost dilithium to upgrade, and they upgrade quite a bit. I'm probably going to save them until let's have a look. We've got an upgrade weekend coming, maybe. Bonus marks, research and development. Bonus mark. We haven't got an upgrade weekend coming soon, but I may keep them until we do. And the final one, installation 18. Basically track the Telstar, and now we're going in here to see what they're up to. Yeah, if the plugins and stuff aren't working as advertised, I might just get rid of them. They take up space. Right. Sir, this facility could be the key to understanding what the Telstar are doing on this planet. This is about more than the Folaron triggers. If it wasn't, they would have left once they learned the triggers were gone. We need to get inside to find out what their goals are. Well, any idea where to go from here? This looks like an elevator, so my guess is that we head down. The Telstar are going through this much trouble to hide the isolation, to hide and isolate this facility. I would sure bet that they're guarding it. As soon as the Telstar know we're here, we'll be fighting for our lives. A stealth approach would be best. And if any alarms trigger, we need to deal with them quickly. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Ooh, shiny. The lens flare on that. Abrams would be proud. Surprise, medic. Oh, there's one right there. And of course it locked onto my ally. Silly me. Do I have a fleet? Would like to do one? Yes, indeed I do have a fleet. We are Imperial Remnant. There's about 3 of us which are active, but I'm hoping that the more I play this, the more people that we can get to join, and we can get events going and stuff. Have some fun together. Moon, one of the other people who streams this quite a bit recently, he's usually big on P vs P in games, so He'll probably be getting together a group and going into P vs P. He hasn't tried it yet, so I have a feeling he's going to be surprised at just how weak his ship is at the moment, but he'll enjoy it, I think. We don't have all of the data yet, Admiral, but the Tel Shiar seem to be conducting experiments here. We should investigate. Any proof we can get of the Tel Shiar wrongdoings is valuable. Sir, what is happening in there? That's a good cup.
The test subjects are reacting well to the indoctrination procedures.
Indoctrination? Who do you think you are? The Reapers?
We had a few casualties, as we expected. But those that survived should be able to start Phase 3 by the end of the week.
Ah, I saw that. I knew that were coming.
Proceed carefully. This patient hasn't responded well to the treatments. Watch those levels! He's going critical!
Oh my god, it has penises out for eyes. What did we just see? Are the Tel Shiar experimenting on people? Well, of course they are, they're the Tel Shiar. What could they possibly hope to accomplish with these atrocities? We need to press forward and find out. It's time for answers. Tricorder readings say the room up ahead is a laboratory. We should take a look. We might find out more about what's going on here. Well, it can't hurt. Yes, if you want to join the fleet, send a PM to that, Littica at Littica/Marek. In-game, of course, and I'll see about inviting you to the team after this, and then inviting you to the fleet. Fleet ranks are fairly simple. If you make a new character, you can invite him to the fleet as well. You'll level up in the fleet as you level up in the game up to captain. Admiral and above are usually command staff or like raid leaders and stuff. People with slightly more authority. Talk to Slamek. The light. It hurts my eyes. Could you turn it down, please? It's too bright in here. Tell me what happened. I was in a shuttle. There were Tel Shiar attacking my colony. There was a blinding light and a noise that vibrated the cabin, like it was coming apart. Then there was blackness. I woke up here. They keep asking me questions. Questions about things I don't know. Why didn't they just let me die? Let's get you out of here. You're not Tel Shiar. Are you here to take me home? Well, yes. Tell me who you are. My name is Rana. Ranakev. I was working on a freighter, the Ursaken. We haul anything that we can make some latinum with. We had an offer to make to take a load of tachysite to Gasco Station. My captain didn't like it. We'd heard that there was trouble in that area, but we needed the work, so well, the Tel Shiar were waiting for us. Also, not sure if that's how you pronounce her name. Just got to level 50 with your first character and don't know much about the game. No worries, man. Everybody's new at the game sometime. Captain Sir led them aboard, said they could inspect our cargo and manifests, but then they killed him, and then they started shooting everyone else. I don't know why they keep me alive, but they kept asking me questions about terrorists and the Republic and my brother. They say he did such awful things, that he smuggled weapons and killed people. But I know him. I know none of it is true. They're the ones who are evil. Okay, Rana, let's get you out of here. If you're level 50 and still don't understand the game a whole lot, I've got a video on my channel. I think it was called what the hell's been all? Star Trek Online console version, what to do after the tutorial, or something along those lines. Gives a quick rundown of things like how you can change the presets on these, where to go in Earth Space Dock, how to change equipment and where to buy it from and stuff like that. I did it before things like the reputation system and the duty officers, admiralty and research were active, so there are a few things that it's missing, and I'm working on a fairly quick video which explains these. It should hopefully be out around Friday. Talk to test subject. No, 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 no. Make it stop, make it stop. We're here to help. We won't hurt you. Calm down. Oh, they came in the night. I woke up and one of them was standing over my bed. How did it get in my room? What did it want? I want to go home. Tom, yes, I saw it. Well, I hope it helped, Tom. Well, let's get out of here. Or at least get you out of here. I still have work to do. Who are you? And are you here to hurt me again? Please, I'll tell you anything. Just tell me what you want. Calm down. Tell me what they've done to you. Tell me where the naughty man touched you. There were lights and voices in my head. They were thoughts, but they were thoughts, but they weren't mine. That wasn't the worst of it. They hurt me, cut me. One time they amputated my hand. 2 days later they put it back. There were procedures, and I was awake. I could feel everything. I know they were doing some sort of tests, but I don't know what they were for. I just want to get out of here. We'll send you someplace safe. Yeah, sorry, one of your ships was called the Dutchland, so I thought you were German too. Sir, I think we need to get... Oh, I'm being attacked. Random people outside. It was probably one of the ships which was auto-named in the game. So when you get a new ship, it gives you an automatic name. I do like how I can turn alarms off by standing there and look inquisitive. Or inquisitive, rather. Oh, new room. Hello. Don't mind me. Avon calling. I'm getting quite the haul of weapons in this run. Sure, most of them are going to be sold or just for salvage fodder, but still, nice to see them. Please select a message file to view. View message of Operation 569482. Status update. Sir, if we can alter the message and resend it, we might be able to lure whoever is in charge here into a trap. Indeed. To Colonel Hakiv. From Operative 569482. A son of the Orion Syndicate was in possession of Falaron trigger devices, but I was unable to procure them. Com chatter and interrogations of some of Hassan's workers have revealed that the triggers were purchased by a splinter group of Remans. I have analysed the traffic in and out of the Nimbus system, and the Reman vessel fled during the attempted raid by Hassan's fleet. All indications are that the triggers are off-planet now. View the message from Installation 18, Project Parameters. Installation 18 from Colonel Hakiv. Establish a base on the surface of Nimbus 3. Find and acquire Falaron triggers believed to be in the possession of the Orion Syndicate's operatives. Note, it is imperative to keep Falaron weapons out of the hands of our enemies. Keeping vital components for building these weapons off of the open market is a continuing goal of the Tal Shiar. Prisoners of value will be sent to Installation 18. Combining Alachi interrogation and mind control techniques with our holographic conditioning has proven to be very successful in test cases. That research will continue at Installation 16. Several Alachi will be at the facility to facilitate this research. Prisoners who successfully resist combined conditioning will be given to the Alachi for their use. Take control of supply lines on Nimbus 3, currently being run by the Orion Syndicate. The population of Nimbus 3 relies on outside supplies for survival. Being the sole supplier of these goods will give us control of the planet, without having to resort to a military solution. Well, at least there are no heavy bugs anymore. I once had to fight an invisible Vadwari boss. Yeah, stuff like that happens. Change access rights. Mine date of a password. Didn't mean to double click. Epsilon, change read to 13. Change write to 3. Change access to 377 and return to root. That's communications. View message status. Open for editing and make changes. Changes. Hassan of the Orion Syndicate was in possession of Falaron triggers. Yes. The triggers were purchased for a modest fee and are ready to be picked up from some of Hassan's workers located in the Nimbus system. All indications are that the triggers are in good condition. Send message. Entrapment begins. Sir, new life signs dead ahead. And they're not like anything we've seen before. Our Romulan allies have shared some data on a species known as the Alachi that have been attacking Republic settlements. These life signs are a match, and they're working with the Tal Shiar. Perhaps we should attempt to detain one for questioning. An excellent idea, Samuel. Or was it Carlton? Carlton. An excellent idea. Still haven't quite got used to who's who of my crew yet. I would be an absolutely awful captain of a Starfleet vessel. Hello. Oh, that's a grenade. Sorry, fellas. Ooh. Need a hand. Come on, everybody, in we go. Oh dear, I'm stuck. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Haven't actually fallen, but yeah. You did. Kyle, your battery's dying. If you want to talk to me personally, add me on PSN. Kyle Player 1985. Gotta put my S7 on the life support. Well, the latch is done. That's activated the stasis field. Now we have you. If you want to get out of here alive, you'll answer our questions. Let's start with something simple. Who? Stop him! Too late. He would rather commit suicide than answer, awfully reminiscent of the Dominion. Sir, that thing decided to kill itself rather than answer any of our questions. Why would it do that? Because it didn't want information to fall into our hands? Duh. I wish we could have learned more, but it looks like your plan worked. The Governor reports that an entire Telshar fleet has arrived in orbit in response to the message we sent earlier. I'll beam up. It's time to show them what for. Also, going to quickly have a gander before we do our else. How long I've been streaming here? 2 hours 17 minutes. So we've almost cleared the entire Wasteland arc in about 2 hours 30 minutes, we should say, maybe, depending on how long this fight lasts. Anyway, also while being slow and talking like this. Sir, we're being hailed by the flagship of the Telshar fleet. We're on screen.
Who are you? Will you be missed by anyone after I remove you from this universe?
Will you? And you're giving hail from our new friends, Admiral. Oh, answer the pirate hail. Good fight. I'm sure you're willing to turn a blind eye to a little salvage operation, aren't you? There's another hail coming in, sir. Answer the Federation hail. Always glad to offer a fellow Starfleet officer some assistance, Admiral. Nimbus will be safer once the Telshar are gone. Admiral, Colonel Hakiv is hailing us again.
This fight no longer interests me.
Oh, because it looks like it might be difficult. You're going to tuck your tail between your legs and run away again.
Now that you've met my new allies, the Alachi, you understand just how precarious your position is. Run while you can.
Unlike you, Colonel Hakiv, we're not cowards. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Wrong button. Suck it! Telshar fleet has been destroyed, sir. Nimbus 3 will be better off without their influence. As with the Romulan Star Empire. Suggest we head back to the surface and wrap things up, sir. I'll beam down. Shoot or don't shoot, the Orion Syndicate boss, the end. Normally I wouldn't have, but when I was playing with a friend earlier in the week, we did this mission, and I'm pretty sure I didn't shoot him then, so I shot him this time to see if we got another accolade for it. We didn't. Or if we did, I didn't notice it.
Hey there, friend.
Have you heard the news? What have you heard the news? I'm boiling today. It's 3 degrees out of my comfort zone, and I'm sweating like hell. And I can't sing for shit. What has been going on here? I've been hearing strange reports of something major. Blah, 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 blah. It was Telshar secret base. Dang, you sure do know how to get things done. People had their doubts about you, Admiral, but you showed them. Hassan's gone. The Gorn have been put in their place, and now the Telshar too. This keeps up, the Nimbus will be right nice place to live. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some land to collect from 2 of 8. I've been betting on you the entire time. Well, enjoy your winnings.
If you need it,
Now let me see what goods I'm gonna get. Ooh, a piercing tetron. Now, if only I was flying an escort, that would be useful. I think I've already got a Nimbus pirate distress call. Let me just quickly check. Yep, I've got a Nimbus pirate distress call. I don't need 2 of them. Not talking to you. So I will probably go for this. A new warp core. Tonnage, well, I'm playing a Klingon, so I would say my decision was pretty easy. I'm playing a Klingon as well. On I'm going to be alternating the streams that I do. Like, one day I'll be doing, say Monday I'll be streaming a Federation, Tuesday Klingon, Wednesday Federation, Thursday Klingon, Friday I'll probably be streaming just playing the game with Moon. Because that may be the day we decide to do that, because that's the day he's off. We may not, we don't know yet. It's all a bit up in the air. The day that I stream as well, well, the time that I stream rather, I'd like to commit to a time for when I'll stream, but it usually counts of when I feel like it. But it's usually around between about 7:30 to 8 in the morning until about 10 or 11. So for when people get up and ready to go to work or school or whatnot, or around after 6 o'clock in the evening until about 10 or 11. Hello again, Elliot. Anyway, that was the last mission in Wasteland. The next mission is heading out. Starbase Sierra 39 monitors the dangers of Romulan space. Are you ready? No. Empress Sala, is it? Let's click on it. You may have heard about the tragedy at Kittimer. Empress Sala attempted to disrupt the conference with a bomb, resulting in the death of Commander Timar. Now, Sala is offering a political reconciliation with the Federation, despite the fact that we have allied with the Romulan Republic. She has invited Federation diplomats to meet with her delegation at a secure base on the edge of the neutral zone. However, we have recently received intelligence that Sala is amassing a fleet. We are sending you with the peace delegation as a cover for your investigation into Sala's activities. This is a very delicate situation. You must try to covertly obtain information about Sala's plans, without disrupting our peace efforts or upsetting Sela. However, we do have an agent in her retinue who will help you. Of course, that will be done next time I stream my Federation character. Also, I'm probably gonna return to listening to that audiobook I've been listening to. I have a bit of a penchant for lit RPG based audiobooks, which are a lot of fun. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have and haven't already, like the video, maybe subscribe to the channel. If you have enjoyed it, please do share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or whatnot. And if you are really want to help me a whole lot, donate $1, £1, 50p, whatever you can spare, and help me. I'll keep doing this. Either way, thank you and good night. Bye, guys.